Chapter 8 of Persepolis, Moscow. So, my father was not a hero. Is everything all right, Margie? Yeah, sure. If only he had been in prison. They cut my dad's leg off, but he still didn't confess, so they cut off an arm as well. Too much. Luckily, one day they told me about my uncle Anush, the only one of my father's brothers I had never met, because he had been in prison. And now, for the first time in 30 years, my grandma was reunited with her 6 children. And I had a hero in my family. Naturally, I loved him immediately. Why don't you come live with us? Such a sweet child. I'll sleep here tonight and tell you stories. Are you married? Do you have children? How old are you? Later, Margie, later. Don't bother him too much. He's tired. Good night. Don't worry, we're fine. Okay, here goes. I was 18 years old when my uncle Fereidoon and his friends proclaimed the independence of the Iranian province of Azerbaijan. Wow! Fereidoon elected himself Minister of Justice, this new little republic. Gentlemen, justice is the basis of democracy. All men should be equal in the eyes of the law. My ideas were the same as his, but your grandfather remained faithful to the Shah. My son, a traitor! Go away and join up with my idiotic brother! You'll both end up executed! Do you hear me? Executed! I became Fereidoon's secretary. It was a time of dreams and enthusiasm. Azerbaijan is only the beginning. We are going to free Iran province by province. I'm certain you are right, uncle. One night, I had a terrible nightmare. Dead people, blood. The next morning, I was so tormented, I had to see Fereidoon. Shit! The Shah's soldiers! Good God! Fereidoon! I wanted to do something, but there was nothing I could do. They arrested him, and I ran away. What a story! For days and days, I walked through the falling snow. I crossed the Alborz mountains to find refuge at my parents' house in Astara. I was hungry, I was cold, but I continued. I was nearly dead when I arrived. Bang, bang, bang! My God, Anush! What's going on? Who's bothering us at this hour? Come quickly, it's our son Anush. He has fainted. What is he doing here? Why didn't he stay with his nice uncle? You always say the right thing at the right time. Help me now. Okay, calm down. Oh my God, my son, my dear son. It's a bit late to show your affection. But the Shah's police were looking for me. I was not safe with my parents, so I decided to go into exile. I swam across the Aras River and arrived in the USSR. Holy smoke! Layli's dad hasn't even been to the USSR. What happened to your uncle, Fereidoon? He met his destiny. I learned that he knew the Shah's army was coming to arrest him. He could have run away like most of his friends did, but he decided to stay. All is lost. I am at your mercy, gentlemen. At the time, he had a girlfriend who was involved in his political movement, a girl from a good family. Fereidoon, you have a visitor. My love. Oh, my darling, you shouldn't. Oh, my love. My darling, you shouldn't have come. You are making it worse for yourself. Let's make a child. Hmm? Here, right now? Yes, I paid the guard. He won't bother us. I am going to be executed tomorrow. I know. I want a living memory of you. You know what it is like to be an unmarried mother in this country. You will be shunned. Life will be hell. I don't care. Let's make a child. She became pregnant that very night and left for Switzerland soon after. I know that she had a son. I heard he looks a lot like his father. Are you alright? Uh, do you have other stories like that? Yes. I'll make you a hot chocolate. What did you do in the USSR? In the USSR? First, I went to Leningrad, then to Moscow, where I became a student. I have a doctorate in Marxism Leninism. Dialectic materialism? Hmm? What? You know about that? I read the comic book version. Later, I married and had two children, two girls. Look. Why doesn't the lady have a head? She was my wife. We are divorced. Okay, but why is her head scratched out? Russians aren't like us. What? They don't have heads? It's hearts they don't have. They don't know how to love. Hmm? After the separation, I felt very lonely. I missed my country, my parents, my brothers. I dreamt about them often. I decided to go home. I got a false passport and disguised myself. I guess I wasn't very convincing. They soon recognized me. Hey, you with the beard and sunglasses! Halt! They put me in prison for 9 years. 9 years? Better than Laylee's father. They say you were tortured terribly, like Siamak, Laylee's father. Your father told you that? No, he told it to Mom, and I heard him. What my wife made me suffer was much worse. I tell you all this because it's important that you know. Our family memory must not be lost, even if it's not easy for you, even if you don't understand it all. Don't worry, I'll never forget. And now it's time for bed. What? The story's finished? Here, take this swan I made in prison. Out of bread. In prison? Pleasant dreams. There are lots of heroes in my family. My grandpa was in prison, my uncle Anush too, for 9 years. He was even in the USSR. My great uncle Fereidoon proclaimed a democratic state and he was too much.